With food scarcity affecting many Sacramentans, we have reason to celebrate those dedicated to combating hunger in our communities. Our next guest is stepping into her role as the new president and CEO of the food bank of Contra, Costa, and Solano. And her job is to make sure that hope is always on the menu. Let's welcome Caitlin Sly. Hello, Caitlin.
Hi, thanks so much for having me.
Yes, happy to have you on. So, Caitlin, what inspired you to take on this leadership position?
Well, for me, food banking has been in my family for decades. My father was the previous executive director of the food bank of Contra, Costa, and Solano, and I was able to work under him for about 11 years. And so fighting hunger has always been something that has been important to my family and has been important to me. So I was just thrilled with the chance to take on the role and get to continue to fight hunger in our community.
Yeah, I think it's great to know that you grew up learning about that and wanted to continue what your father already started. So what is your vision for addressing food scarcity in Sacramento?
Well, we serve Contra Costa and Solano counties, so we're lucky to have a wonderful partner and peer in the Sacramento Food Bank and Family Services. But addressing hunger throughout this area is really important to me, and I think what we need to do is really distribute more food to people in need, but not only distribute food to folks that are in need, but help address some of those root causes by helping people get on CalFresh benefits, help advocate for better policies that protect people that are struggling with food insecurity, and help partner with other programs that provide job training and other skills that can help people not need our services as much.
And you mentioned, I mean, you have family history within food banks. So how did it shape your thinking around the food crisis going on?
Yeah, I mean, I have not only my father, but an uncle and two aunts that were all in food banking. So it's pretty hard to escape when every single Thanksgiving dinner is talking shop. But it really did shape my vision and my outlook on how privileged some of us are to be able to have enough food to eat every day and not have to worry about where your next meal is coming from. And really to feel like we live in one of the most wealthy areas of the country, and the fact that there are people who are struggling to find food is just wrong. And so anything that I can do to affect change in that area and to help my neighbors that are in need get a leg up is something worth dedicating your career to.
I agree with that. And can you share any upcoming initiatives or strategies aimed at providing more support to those struggling with food scarcity?
Yeah, I mean, for us, we're like any other nonprofit that is facing funding shortages with the amount of COVID stimulus money that was available during the pandemic. For us, the need is still there. We have the same amount of people coming to us, but the funding is not. And so we really have to be strategic about utilizing our resources as efficiently as possible. But we're also very lucky to have a very fortunate and generous community. So we are able to distribute over 65% of what we distribute is fresh produce, protein, and dairy. And that is one of our initiatives, is to continue to up the amount of fresh, healthy food and really to affect health outcomes.
Yeah, and I mean, combating hunger, it's kind of an all hands on deck. So what can our viewers do to help if they want to support in any way that they can?
So many different things. They can give financially. They can go to our website, foodbankccs.org, and support us financially. They can also support with their time. We would not function for a minute without our volunteers. And they can also advocate. They can speak up and spread the word about hunger and how it affects our community and how we all need to be in the fight against hunger together.
There we go. Caitlin, thank you so much for your time. And I'm wishing you all of the best of luck in this role that you're taking on.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Of course. And as she mentioned, you can find out more by going to foodbankccs.org.